welcome back to my channel. Today I am unboxing the newest OnlyOneOf album, Soul Collection, in two versions, matte black and glossy black. At least I think that's the right order because there's no indication on the packaging. And at first I thought this is the same version, but I think this is the matte one. I am going to ramble a lot about the album and the songs. I've even made some notes, so be prepared. Okay, let's start with this one. Yes, this is the matte one. It practically looks like every other OnlyOneOf album. They're very uniformed. And this is the track list. And Soul Drift is the title track, and I'll start with that. But first, let me take out the photo card. So, Soul Drift. When I first heard the teaser, when I saw the teaser, I wasn't actually sure if I'm gonna like it, because I like the instrumental, but I don't know, I wasn't sure. And I know that it was very divisive. But when the actual song dropped, I loved it. It's not my favorite title track from them. It's still Doramar followed by Libido, but I really like it. The first verse is the weakest part of the song, I think. And I was listening to it and I was like, oh no, I'm not going to like it. But then the pre-chorus started and I was in love. I love the pre-chorus. I love the bridge so much. These outfits are unreal. I don't know, I know that some lions don't like how aggressive the song is, but I think it fits. They have performed it with live band on It's Live, and that version is so amazing. It feels like I don't know, early 2000 rock song like Linkin Park or something. It sounds really good with a live band. I was a little disappointed the music video is not storyline heavy, but we had 6 music videos which were very storyline heavy. There was just storyline, so I'm not really that mad that here we have a lot of performance shots. And I love the whole aesthetic, like the colors, the way it's filmed, the whole cyberpunk vibe that it has. I mean, it fits. I've never watched Tokyo Drift, but I feel like the vibes are similar. The next song is Chrome Hearts, and it's actually my second favorite from this album. It has 2 versions, a Japanese, which is called Chrome Arts for copyright reasons apparently, and Chrome Hearts, which is the original one, because they said that the Korean version was created first, but then the Japanese version was released first, so it's a little confusing. I think that the Japanese lyrics are better than the Korean ones. The Korean ones are quite explicit, but I enjoy both of them, and the choreo for that song is insane. It's just a perfect blend of the masculine and the feminine, and the choreo during the third chorus is... I can describe it. Oh, so they also included pictures taken before this era, because this is Junji's current look and this is the before one. Oh, there's a telephone. So, going back to songs, the next one is Mirage, and it's the best song on the whole album. I knew I was going to love it when I heard the preview. And I don't know, it's almost 4 minutes of musical perfection for me. I love these outfits. They give off this rock vibe. Okay, going back to Mirage. I especially love the instrumental break. It's just, I don't know, magical. And it includes this guitar that I really love. And I love how this guitar joins in the last chorus. Okay, someone decided to use a chainsaw under my window, but I hope they're done. Where was I? I was in Mirage. Right, Mirage. I wanted to add that I also love the piano that joins in the second verse, the rap verse. And I think that's all. Let's move on. He looks amazing. I miss his blonde hair, but to be honest, his hair look very damaged right now, so I hope he just cuts it off. No, they're not done. Okay, next song. Candy Bomb, and that's the only song from the from the album that I don't really like. I'm not that fond of it. I couldn't pinpoint what is that I don't really like about this song, but I've come to the conclusion that it's just too repetitive for me, like too monotonous. I really like the instrumental and the bridge is great, and I think the bridge should be longer, but overall it's just too repetitive, I think, for me. So it's not a skip song. I don't hate it, but it just doesn't evoke any feelings in me, to be honest. I think there were some interesting ideas in the song, but for me the execution wasn't what would interest me. I think I love this picture. They all look amazing. And next song, Blue Blue Soul, has something. They're so smiley. Okay, Blue Blue Soul has something that I really like in songs. The instrumental doesn't really match the lyrics, because the instrumental of Blue Blue Soul is quite upbeat, but the lyrics, when I found out what the lyrics mean, they're so sad, and I'll come back to it in a second, but first let's see whose photo card I got. I don't collect their photo cards, so I don't really mind any photo card I get. I don't think I have a bias yet, so I'll be just happy with everyone. And it's Mew. Cute. I really like this hairstyle. Okay, and the second version. So, as I was saying, Blue Blue Soul's lyrics are really heartbreaking. Okay, I took the photo card out. So the lyrics to Blue Blue Soul were written entirely by Nine. And the CD is the same. And apparently they were accepted without any corrections or anything like that. So And also he said that he wrote it during a break, the day they were filming Soul Drift music video. And I don't know if it means those outfits. I don't know if it means he wrote all of it in that day or just finished it, but either way, that's very impressive. The lyrics are so good, so sad, like, boy, who hurt you? I mean, he said it's not his personal experience, and he asked people about it. So, but anyway, they're very sad, and I love the acoustic guitar that's at the end of the song. He's such a model. Okay, so the last song, Nabi. I liked it from the start, but when I found out the meaning of the lyrics, I just started to love it. The lyrics really elevate the song for me. I hope you know what I mean. It's a story of a love that is not confessed yet, and the way they use the metaphor of a butterfly and a flower, like the singers are the blooming flower that is waiting for the other person that they're in love with, which is a butterfly, to come to them, because the flower can't come to the butterfly. It's the butterfly that has to come, fly, and make it bloom, I'd say. And such a beautiful metaphor. It's such a sad song. I mean, every song on Soul Collection is sad, but if you've read the description under your Soul Drift music video, you'd know that it's going to be a sad, very sad album. I love this little braid he's got here. And this photo was quite popular on Twitter. So I know this photo. Yes, he does look phenomenal here. I agree. And back to Nabi. The instrumental start of this song with the is really beautiful. So I think that's all, because there is also another song on this album, an English version of Dora Maar. Yujung. Spectacular. But for me it doesn't exist, because yeah, I don't like it at all. It wasn't written by them, this version, and it's been like a kind of lore, and it's not good at all for me. So yeah, if you want to check out Dora Maar, please just listen to the original Korean version, read the lyrics, the translation of lyrics, because it's nothing like, okay, it's nothing like the English version. I don't know, they always take the best pictures, like the best unit pictures. The way the light shines on Yujung here. Beautiful. They've just finished promoting this album. Today they had their last music show. And now, like in a week or a week and a half, they start their American tour, like USA, Canada, Brazil, Mexico, and I think Colombia. And they're going to be so exhausted, but I hope everything goes smoothly, everything goes well, and it's an incredible experience for them. And that's all for this photo book, and I hope everyone who goes to see them has the best time of their lives, and also that they come to Poland, please. Okay, let's check out the photo card. And it's Yu Jung in his beautiful blue hair that he should cut off immediately. I also received 2 pre-order posters, so I'll show them right now. This is the first one, and this is the second one. I have no idea which one was with which version, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that one is matte and one is glossy, I would not be able to differentiate them because they're quite the same. So which song on seOul Collection is your favorite one? Is there any that you don't like me, with Candy Bomb? Wait, here. And are you going to see them during the tour? If you are, then I hope you have the greatest time. And I'm extremely jealous, but I do hope you have a good time. And what else? Oh, in the meantime, when I was waiting for the comeback, I've added 2 more OnlyOneOf albums to my collection. This one is Mia's solo album, Beat, from their underground idol project. And I got this beautiful photo card. I'm not gonna flip through it. And now I only need Yu Jung's and Junji's to finish my underground idol collection and have the whole little rainbow of albums on my shelf. And also this is their Produced by Part 1 album with 3 songs: Designer, Angel and Heartbreak Theater, I think it's how it's pronounced. Angel is the title track, but my favorite song is Designer. This is one of my favorite OnlyOneOf songs ever. I bought it from someone, and this is the white version. I know that it also has the black version, and it had this beautiful rear photo card. That's gonna be all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this comeback season as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Happy collecting. Bye.